My name is Ştefan Radu Creţu. I'm a Romanian artist. I live and work in Sibiu. The most present medium of work in my field of creation implies the use of kinetic elements, and that comes from the necessity of expressing my ideas and engaging with the viewer in a matter that will bring a different ways of perception. I believe this defines my personal approach towards creation in general, rather than just following a trend of being a kinetic artist. The meaning of motion used in my works could mean a natural phenomenon inspired by widely never-ending cosmic mobility, source of hypothetical knowledge that we possess about humankind. I realized that my creative process functions in cycles, always improving and polish older ideas or approaching them from a different point of view, overcoming the limitation that occurred in the first place. I believe that creative process is a constant evolution of the childhood, always changing through experience and learning. It's a process that doesn't have a limit, let alone a finish line. The creative journey is unique and very personal for each individual artist. The moment you understand and grasp the knowledge about yourself and your creative entity by separating from external factors such as education, inspiration, trend, that will be the moment where the real play starts. Exploring those moments when you can define yourself as an artist will ultimately lead towards discovering your own personal touch, stylistically speaking. However, doesn't mean that this approach could work for everyone, and letting the freedom to express your intuition, because time is limited, just a lifetime. Sometimes, when I'm not able to create physical body work, I lay my ideas on paper, even though that there isn't a very clear image of the concept. By doing that, I try to force my creativity, and many times I have surprised myself for simply experimenting and coming with great ideas that later on will transform into a solid standing work, meaning that I reach an unknown path of my creativity. I don't consider myself a sociable person. Sometimes I even try to escape from the engagement with people, and for that reason I try to incorporate the sociable side of myself into my creation by making them interactive with the viewer and with a touch of humor as well. That interactive moment will take place by switching on and off toggle, a motion sensor, a mirror, a mechanical device, anything that will make the viewer to engage with the work. In my works, I like presenting social situation by creating a limited interaction between various characters inspired by primitive life form. These characters are built by abstracting the form, making use of geometrical shapes, and the motion itself suggesting the creation of a simple scenario based of fictional reality that could be form of the past or for the future. I often like to integrate those forms into the nature, back to where I was inspired by. Sometimes I deliberately suggest the idea of a full cycle of motion in order to make the viewer to have the false sense of functionality of the work, many times asking me if the mechanical part is malfunctioning. When I choose a topic about a future concept, that will be also a moment when I decide to work to make a three-dimensional base relief or bidimensional, and also making the selection of various range of materials from fiberglass, resin, metal, wood, cement, stone, to ready-mades like electronics and video projections. I always try to remain open to new ideas and approaches. That way, I can overcome my limitation and reach new fields of creation. And if I cannot carry on with an idea, I start working on a new ones in order to refresh my creative mind and come back later on that initial undone concept.